Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's complete. Breaking free at midfield. Physical run breaks through a tackle. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
The Seminoles are on the move here. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss of 2. Second down.
Getting set. Here's second down. They try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Here's the second down play. Dropping back. It's Jordan. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And the punt head's out of bounds. They'll spot it down around the 10-yard line. to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down and 10 now. They're going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the point after is good. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Handoff in a single back formation. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks the tackle into the clear. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wanke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the option play. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out in the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
And they pick up the first on the ground. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
Notre Dame 7, Florida State 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Snags a quick throw. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. He'll pitch it. Ball carrier heads out of bounds. But the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the wideout goes in motion. A jet sweep here. Can the receiver get the edge? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver's really fast. They were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
Back to throw. It's Jordan. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
No problem. Knocks it right through.
Of course, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Bishop. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Second down after that previous play. The shotgun running play call. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain deep into enemy territory. Ball down near the 30.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brings up 2nd down.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought down there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Can he make it to the marker? Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. And the Noahs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime.
Here we go.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
The PAT makes it 10-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Looking right, this one caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. From the shotgun, drops back. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Here comes the up-tempo offense. And here's the handoff. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And remember, he had one blocked earlier in the game. Field goal try, no good. A missed chance to tie this game, still down by 3. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Noles will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Ball carrier finding open space. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
One play moves the ball to the 48. Another first down coming up. Makes a spectacular diving catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you could just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
He hands it off from the gun. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he's got his man open downfield. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Some noise now trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they will claim.
Now this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with in defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back in motion now. Powers through. Oh, and the keeper slashing through the defense. Enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They got him down out near the 40.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
And the Seminoles will bring their punt team on the field now. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And the return will be brought down.
And the Notre Dame offense will take over.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
He'll hand it off. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And now the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
Man, now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's swarmed by the defense. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last drive stalled, but they're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Handoff to the back. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That's the Notre Dame 14, Florida State 10.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. To the air, it's Jordan. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the right side. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll pick up the first down. Stop at the 27.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Reverse. Look at him run through those tacklers. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43.
This is a risky call by the offense. A lot of times you'll see these plays get blown up, but not here. The receiver turns on the jets and makes a big play downfield for a nice chunk of yards.
The Seminoles moving quickly down the field here. The back's got it. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the Noles line up on 1st and 10 now. They go with a direct snap. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. The receiver's got it on the jet sweep on 3rd down. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, the offense goes with a jet sweep, and the defense is there. That is a tough play to defend, but give them credit for playing with discipline, especially with their eyes, not getting caught up, squeezing inside. They got to the outside and prevented that from being a big play.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Trying for a fourth down completion. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
First and goal, and the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter. Or it's snapped to the back. And they'll get him down that time.
Boy, anything at this point in the game, when you get down to first and goal, you get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on second goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
Coming up, second down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's fourth and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
This could be the biggest play so far. Fourth and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. He's got it near the end zone. No, he didn't make it. They stopped him short on fourth down. The defense rising up here late in this football game to protect this lead. What a play. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Well, how about this? By this offense. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this 1st down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
One team making their way on the field. And they've got the returner corralled. State offense heads back onto the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
This is why offense is drilled down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Touchdown, Knowles, to take the lead in the final minute.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the 4th quarter. Can they hang on? The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Escapes the pocket. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Now the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Got him. He's sacked. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team. Who's going to execute better? And just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.